Well, it's Leafs versus Devils recap in the car while driving a nursery while it's raining outside kind of morning. Yep, couldn't do a recap last night, a review, reaction, whatever you want to call it, so we're doing it in the car again, Ren Graham. So, Leafs start out really strong here. It's John Tavares scoring 18 seconds in, basically falling. It's like a swooping shot to beat Jake Allen, who's been a Leafs killer, but not a Leafs killer because he does really well at stopping lots of shots, but the New Jersey Devils still lose. In this case, he doesn't stop John Tavares, and it's 1-0. And we're all feeling great. I'm like, this is such a great start. This is awesome. And then, like 40 seconds later, New Jersey ties it up because Brody's controller dies, and the puck's there on his stick in front of the net, and he goes, I don't know what to do. Someone else gonna take it? Sammy, are you gonna cover it? Oh, you're a little bit too far away. I'll try to shoot it now. But then there's a Devils there who just takes it, and I don't even know who scored the goal. I think it was Eric Holla to make it 1-1. And yeah, by the way, Eric Holla was in the trade for Pavel Zacha, who's now like a #1 center for the Boston Bruins, which is crazy. But yeah, they made it 1-1. Okay, so it's 1-1. And then, buddy, if I can remember correctly, Leafs are keeping it in. It's like the Domi, Bertuzzi, Matthews line, and then it goes up to the point, and I think it might have been Brody throws it down low, and it's quite high along the board, so Max Domi just bats it out of the air, which he did a bunch of times this game. Bats out of the air, holds, feeds Austin Matthews all by himself somehow, and he just gets time to like corral the puck and just fire it far blocker side to make it 2-1. His 67th of the year. He passes Dave Keon on the all-time Leafs list, and everyone's going nuts. And it's phenomenal. And he's 3 away from 70. And then so that's what made it 2-1. And then Mark Giordano, buddy, he decided, I don't like the Leafs having the lead. More goals the better, because that means Austin Matthews probably needs to score more goals to keep us in it. I think that was just his mindset. No, it was just he did not see Foot come from the sideboards up to the middle, and he just fires it right to him. And Samsonov is going, what the hell? And Foot has now already been around him, backhand, tucks it in. Goal to make it 2-2. And Giordano just goes straight off because he's pissed. Samsonov like daggers at his D because Brody's the reason for the first one, Giordano's the reason for the second one, and it's 2-2. And then Nick Robertson, what a move, what a play. It was like William Nylander feeding it over to, no, it was Riley bringing the puck up over to Nylander, over the blue line, feeds it to Holmberg, fake slap shot pass to Nick Robertson, and then he goes like forehand, backhand, around Allen, goal, boom, 3-2, and I was like, all Nick Robertson does is score goals. He's a goal scorer. That's a goal scorer's goal. And then you know, New Jersey challenges it, and he's offside by like, I can't even say inches, centimeters. He's offside timing, but it is offside. That's why you challenge these things. It's a fair challenge. It sucks that they took the goal away, but it was a fair challenge, so it stays 2-2. And then the Leafs get in some penalty trouble. And the Leafs have been really good on the penalty kill, buddy. They even said on the broadcast they've killed 23 of the last 25. And then tonight went to absolute shit, and they forgot how to play on the penalty kill. And Samsonov, you know, even though he read a few really good chances and cross creases throughout the game, the first one where it goes over to Timo Meier, he doesn't get there in time. It's a slap shot goal, and that makes it 3-2. And we're like, wow, this sucks. It's already 3-2. It's still the first period, if I remember correctly. It's still the first period. The penalty kill wasn't good, and it gets worse. But it doesn't get worse until after Austin Matthews gets his 68th of the year, buddy. 68. And who's it? It's Max frickin' Domi. He's along the sideboards, and like he's been doing, he's been holding. He sees Austin Matthews. So what actually happens is Max Domi, he's looking for Austin Matthews in the slot when they enter the zone, but Tyler Bertuzzi's driving the net. So he's like, I'm going to try to feather it to Tyler Bertuzzi. Fair play. Okay? You saw, was it Russ do that with Crosby in the Pens Red Wings game? Anyway, So he tries to do it. It gets blocked, so it goes to the corner. Bertuzzi's behind the net with the puck. He gets back to Max Domi. Max Domi starts from the bottom, like the goal line. And he works his way up to just past the hash marks, or around the hash marks, and he's holding. And then he sees Austin Matthews get body position on, I don't even remember who it was, like 3 different Devils. And he feathers this puck through. But like, when I say feather, I mean like, as in like it floats through, but with some pace somehow. And Austin Matthews just has to direct it in the net for his 68. And I forget what he said to him at the top of my head this morning, but holy crap, 68 of the year. I'm like, he could get 69, 70 tonight. It could happen. It could happen. So that made it 3-3. It was great. And then the fourth line goes out there, which Matt Nyes looks amazing on the fourth line. Dewar's out there and Camp. Dewar feeding Camp out front of the net. After Matthew Nyes has great, I'm all over the place, great like work in the corners. Gets it around behind the net to Dewar. Dewar backhand pass to Camp. Camp, his back is to the goalie, and he has time to turn around and then put it through Jake Allen's legs to make it 4-3 Leafs. And it's awesome. So awesome. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Only problem is Toronto gets another penalty near the end of the second period, and this was like the kryptonite throughout the year, and still is, where there's like no time left and the other team scores, and it's a momentum killer. I think it happened in the first, happened in the second, it happened in the third. But here it's a win draw by Heischer, and unlike Matthews last game where it's like a one-footed clapper, this one Myers can walk into it and he just fires the top corner. Beautiful shot, made it 4-4 going into the third period. So yeah, so 4-4 going into the third period, and then again all hell breaks loose. Because of course, Leafs in the third period go on the penalty kill again, and Jesper Bratt scores to make it 5-4. So Keefe has to figure out something near the tail end of the game. So he throws Mitch Marner on D with Morgan Riley, and he's got Tavares out there with Matthews and Domi, I think it was, and Riley goes down behind the net. Tavares gets body position on, I think it might have been Nemec, I'm not sure. He scores to make it 5-5, and it's great. Keeps play works, it's awesome. And then Jesper Bratt, who is fast as heck, and he's sturdy, he's small, he's low to the ice, and he just blows by Edmondson, cuts around him, fires it blocker side on Samsonov, and I was like, that is a great goal from a great player. And I know big bruising defensemen aren't going to be the fleetest of foot, so they have to be quicker on their reactions of, do I go for the puck? Do I have to take a few strides back beforehand? Edmondson doesn't do that. Bratt burns him. New Jersey wins 6-5. Frick. My fantasy was still going. It'd be great because I have Meyer and I have freaking Bratt. But it's not. It's done. So that sucks. Samsonov had a game, which he's allowed to have one of those every once in a while. But Leafs did it to themselves. The Brody not playing the puck. The Giordano turnover. The penalties. The PK was atrocious. And then Edmondson just not reading the foot speed of Bratt and him getting burned. Samsonov didn't have the best game. He didn't, but he's allowed to have one of these every once in a while, but the team in front of him didn't help him, buddy. Also, Max Domi beat the absolute brakes off of Nemec because he got in Austin Matthews' face a little bit, maybe a little stick to the face there at one point, the shaft of the stick. And Domi's like, no, you made Austin uncomfortable. So I am just going to feed you these fists for dinner. And he does. And you know what? Could we have used him? Yes, I'm part of the team, I think. Could they have used him last night for those 17 minutes? Probably. Let's say fights anyway. It's the instant game. You probably could have used him because he was dominating. But at the same time, you show everyone, if you're going to mess with someone, I'm going at you. Let's do it. Go for it. And that's what they have to show when they play Florida. So I'm kind of fine with it. Leafs lose 6-5. Let's be honest. They're going to play Florida, right? They're going to play Florida. Anyway, everyone, take care. Have a wonderful Friday. Can Austin Matthews hit 70 on Saturday versus Detroit? It is Detroit, I think. We will see. All right, take care, everyone. Go Leafs, go. Ren, have a good one too, buddy.